Hey everybody, my name is Andre Feigler. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to be with you. I'm with Enriched Schools, and we are a 21st century marketplace for high quality, flexible school staffing. We're a platform that's disrupting the $4 billion substitute staffing space, and that's just the beginning. So I moved to New Orleans 4 years ago to become a high school English teacher. And I want to tell you about something that used to keep me up at night as a teacher, something I bet everyone in this room, whether as a teacher or a parent or a student yourself, can relate to. What happens when I'm out sick or I'm in Arizona for professional development or for a conference? The day is lost. Substitute teachers, currently an untrained 20-something or an 80-something looking for a paycheck. For far too long, we've deferred to an adult babysitter with little more than a formal background check. And the system for finding high-quality, flexible talent, archaic at best. So it's a huge pain, and I want to tell you a little bit more about it. So the current system hurts principals. When a teacher is out, a principal spends half of the day scrambling, or they're teaching themselves. And teachers in the room, and I'm sure you can relate. One senior-level recovery school district official told me this. He's a current customer now. $700,000 spent, quality subpar at best. The current system's hurting teachers as well, and I know this pain because I lived it. Right? You have to take 2 days to catch back up when a sub's in the classroom. Learning is absolutely lost. And at worst, you have to actually cover for a colleague's class. Internal coverage is painful. And ultimately, the current system is hurting kids, and students know they're being cheated. It's lost time. We've got an archaic staffing model that hasn't changed in 100+ years, and it adds up. Teachers are out on average 10 days each year. So on average, 5% of teachers are out on any given day. That's 200,000 substitutes who are babysitting, sitting in front of kids, and babysitting students, and no learning is happening. Average student is taught by a sub for 6 months of their entire school career. 6 months lost that will never get back. What if I told you we could take this $4 billion problem? Do you know that's how much we spend on subs every year? And turn it into something that transformed our schools. That's what we do. We're turning something that we dread in education into an opportunity to grow capacity, to build bridges, and to bring more 21st century learning to students. So Enriched uses a web platform to match top talent to schools' flexible staff needs. Right person, right room, right time. So picture Airbnb meets Match.com runs full speed into education. So here's how it works. I come to Phoenix for a conference. My principal logs in, and in 3 clicks, they can find and confirm a pre-vetted substitute. I get to enjoy this conference, and my students are actually learning. It's no longer a movie day or love notes and spitballs, right? The people in our service, we sort of offer 2 products, right? A high-quality pre-vetted individual who can come in and deliver the lesson. Second option, an enriching guest teacher. So picture Jennifer Medberry comes in and gives a lesson on entrepreneurship, or students get a lesson on Louisiana history from James Carville. It's a one-of-a-kind learning experience that they'll never otherwise have access to. So our model has 3 key components, right? We've got enriched sourcing and vetting. We've got a 6-step vetting process, and we're sourcing from pools that are otherwise untapped, including retirees, stay-at-home moms, and Teach for America alum. We've got smart technology to match, again, the right person to the right room. And third, we're offering curriculum, training, and support to make sure the quality is there. The result, more time, saving money, and more learning for students. So what does the world look like with Enriched? These are real testimonials from real current customers I have. Instead of spending half of that day scrambling, we're saving principals 600 hours on average. Real quotes. They love it and they're happy. We're making teaching more sustainable. We're empowering teachers. We're giving them their sanity and their time back. And ultimately, we're creating opportunities for individuals to work in education. People in this room, we're all experts in some way. We're bringing those folks in and growing capacity. The people that provide the services within our product represent the 8.3 million individuals who are actively seeking flexible employment and are qualified to do this work. So your usual suspects, former teachers, but also pulling from pools that have not been tapped, creatives, business folks, artists. And this trend is only growing. Every other industry has successfully adopted the flexible staffing model. Education needs to catch up, right? And subs, again, are just the tip of the iceberg. What I'm learning about substitute teachers can ultimately, in the end, apply to the entire education talent model. So it might sound like a good idea, but let me be clear. It's a huge market where an enormous amount of money is spent. $4 billion are spent on substitutes every year. In education, $600 billion, I'm sure we all know that. 60% of that goes to human capital. Subs are just the tip of the iceberg. So we're tapping into that starting with charter schools because of the autonomy they have around hiring. And then we're expanding to every other K-12 public and private school. We make about $50 per sub per day, and on average, a school has 1.5 teachers out. So we make about $13K per school annually, so significant revenue potential in each market. We're already live doing about $6,000 per month, and on our way to significant revenue returns as we scale. There's that hockey stick, where we're headed. So there are people in this space, right? They provide enrichment or they provide substitutes. We provide both and both better. And the folks on the right, they're in the warm body business. We're different. We're having 1, better technology, 2, better vetting and sourcing, and 3, insider knowledge. I was a teacher. I am building the platform that I wish I would have had as a high school English teacher. So I've successfully started companies in the education space. I'm a Teach for America alum, a Columbia graduate, and I've got the team to roll this out. Combined, we've got nearly 20 years of education experience. I've got the former dean of one of the highest performing charter schools in Louisiana, and in addition, an expert CTO who's built companies for over 12 startups. I've got a great team of advisors, one of the founders of Care.com, a state school board representative, and general counsel for KIPP nationally. So I want to be clear, it's already happening. I can honestly barely keep up with the demand in New Orleans. I've gone from 1 school customer to having 9 in only about 4 months, and they love it, right? We've increased use about 600%. On the way, I've attracted an army of nearly 200 substitutes who are actively qualified to do this and are excited about it. We've been recognized for this, including Teach for America Social Innovation Award. And I built partnerships with groups like Teach for America and teachers unions to be able to roll this out. So we've got a revenue-generating prototype. We've got a need, and if there's one thing I've learned, there's a demand, and I'm going to address it. We're currently raising $150,000 to build the platform that we know needs to be built. And again, in closing, we are essentially this match point. There's top talent who wants flexible work in schools, and there's schools who have desperate needs. Just a little anecdote. We provided coverage for KIPP McDonough 15 last week. When we arrived, this was what was waiting for us. The movie, right? Movie day. Instead, this is what happened. We had students who were sparked by Hero 44, who's a Louisiana legend in spoken word. So I don't know what these moments will be. I'm sure we can all remember that moment of being inspired, whether it was a guest teacher or a lecture. I don't know what those moments will be, but I know if we get enough adults in front of enough kids via this platform, those moments will happen. My name is Andre Feigler. My company is Enriched. We're changing the way that we do substitute teachers, but that's just the start. I would love to talk to you if you're interested in helping me solve this problem. Thank you.